so we are in the next episode. I most likely won't be adding like see you next episode all that type of end if there's not a good stopping point, for instance like that, because I just kind of want to end on like that cinematic, which I think is really cool. But anyway, after the thing, let's read this real quick. Let's complete the singing blade. The team returned to Solas' ritual site, hoping to find the Vidarium dagger that Solas lost. They pried the ancient artifact away from the darkspawn ghouls that were drawn to it, but touching the dagger has had a profound effect on Hardy, seemingly rekindling a forgotten link between her and the stone. What this means for Hardy remains to be seen. And she now has a new dagger. Yes, so we're gonna equip that one. And we got 1850 as a reward. We didn't level up yet.
Guess I should find some place to try to talk to Solas.
Wait, well, we did level up. Never mind. 1 skill point. All right. I'm gonna take this one. That looks like it's good for crowd control. Let me go to my character. Okay, they're all right in there. I don't think I can change the radar now that I'm looking at it. I think whatever's on the radar is what's also here. Like, I don't think I could create a shortcut to different abilities, which is interesting. I wonder why they don't let you do that. You see the stats right here. Health at 700. 0 defense? Why is my defense 0? Do I have something better to get? Oh, you know what? Let's see. Why is my defense 0? That gives me better defense. Let's put that on. Oh, I can actually put a helm on. 15 and 20. We're gonna put this one on. What does this look like without the? Oh, okay. Well, highest helmet. All right, no, I want to keep the helmet on the entire time. Did I get a better nope? Then never got a better sword. I got a maul. Sure, I equipped it just give me damage, but I'm not going to use that. All right. I don't got any. Oh, okay. No items for my companions. I'll look at their stats later. Okay, so I think this is just their status with you. Remember, she's just a contact. She's an associate because she's level 2, and you're an Eluvian expert. That's okay. Okay. This is how much damage y'all do. 98 damage. You do 139 damage. And overall, you have a damage output of 108 or combat skill of 108. Main hand 73, abilities 363. Okay, I'm not sure how to read that. Okay. Child Dragon Mage. Rogue Inquisition Agent. Mage Veil Jumper. What's very interesting is that she uses a longbow. She doesn't use a she doesn't use like a staff or anything, which is very actually hold up. I'm looking at it. Oh, she doesn't have a secondary weapon either. It's a keepsake. Okay. But she uses a wand or of something of it, which I like. Nev's like wand or staff. It's actually very miniature. It's actually between like that of a wand and the staff, which is very cool. It's also works as a dagger. So I like that a lot. Okay. I need to go find a place to talk to Solas and meditate. I'm not gonna be out there. Actually, find a place to reach out to Solas. It's pointing me up here. Isn't that where Varric? Wait, no, that's.
Wait, that room wasn't there before. I don't think.
Yeah, Varric is the one next to it, because this is Varric's up here. Let's to the left. So I guess we open this.
Ethel Harding must have put my pack here. It makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things. Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solas, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look at it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done. You've got a few scars, but you know what? You earned these in fights that needed to be fought. Hits you took to save someone. Shots that knocked you down but didn't keep you down. You are the hero who can get it done. And if you pick up a few more scars along the way, that just proves you were in the fight.
I like that. That was nice. Alright, let's see. Base broken chains.
I helped a lot of Minratha's slaves escape to freedom the night I met Varric. Then the Magisters cracked down in retaliation, and the Shadow Dragons decided I was too much trouble to keep around. I was so proud of myself. And then the Venatori backlash put a lot of Shadow Dragons in danger. I'm never going to apologize for freeing slaves, but I have to get better at seeing the big picture.
See, so I'm comment on these two. Love the chain one. I think at one point when I was doing my theory, I was hoping like our Inquisitor could have been a former slave who's now fighting against the Imperium. If you were Elven or anything like that, so I think that would be. Actually, I don't think you have to be Elven to be a slave, but whatever. That's very cool about that. So I think it touches on that a little bit, with you being a Shadow Dragon. Doesn't say you're a slave or not, but you fight against those enslavement and interventor. I love the whole little voice, the invitation to the Varric. That's real cool. I wonder if one version actually killed Varric, and that's why they have that. But I don't know. We'll see. Wait. Hold up. Time out. Are we sure Varric is not dead? That he's not just in our head, right? Did Scout Harding actually talk to Varric when she entered the room? I gotta think back now. God dang it, I'm hoping I'm not seeing things and Varric is actually alive.
The peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me nobles think of ruling like a game of chess, that each move determined what mark humanity will leave on the world. We fight each other, we oppress the elves, we're at war with the Untarm. If our rulers keep treating everything like a war game, the only marks we leave on the world will be scorch marks.
I like these moments right now. I'll pick that up in a minute. Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, one thing here. Oh, I like them alright. Place for keepsakes.
Meditation upon the use of blades. Must have read this thing cover to cover a dozen times during weapons training. The number of times I banged my head against this book trying to make the concepts work. But that training has kept me alive so far.
Alright.
Right. That's better. Now, how do I connect to Solas? Just sleep or relaxing? Maybe if I clear my mind.
I'm gonna take this first. Alright, I'm gonna meditate.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. I am, after all, remembered as the god of lies, treachery, and rebellion.
Depending on the story.
And what story shall we tell now?
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
I stopped you, didn't I?
You disrupted the ritual.
Yeah, I did. Even though I'm nowhere near as powerful as you.
Your plan is to tell me how powerful you aren't?
I met Varric when he asked the Shadow Dragons for help with freeing an old friend from Venatori slavers. The Shadow Dragons had a safe plan that wasn't going to work.
So, you and Varric led an armed rebellion and dealt a devastating blow to the Venatori.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that powerful opposition doesn't frighten me. I find a way to get the job done whatever it takes.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The elven gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
The Blight didn't escape with the gods?
Elganan and Gillenane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at that village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
I don't understand. Elganan and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation, and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
What would they need to do to free the Blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
You think they want the elves back? I don't think the elven people will bend a knee to blighted murderous monsters.
Agreed. Elganan and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Elganan and Gillenane.
Thank you. I'll go poke at the cruel and the corrupt, and we'll see what we find.
The Veravas, the Lighthouse Eluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes, I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
Okay. Wardrobe. You have acquired new appearances for your equipment. Appearances can be modified. Okay. Alright. So Varric is alive. I was like wondering for a minute like what what was going on. Let's see. I don't particularly like any of this. I'm not going back to what I had on. Could go with... Oh, nope, not my feet thing. Could go with this, but it's a little... It's very bulky in my opinion. I don't this one and the other one are bulky. And this one, it's not bad. Oh, that's a... I don't know. I want something a little bit more plain clothes like. This is definitely plain clothes like. That's very I'm gonna have to find one that looks as appealing to me. Cause none of these are really hitting like I want them to. I could go back to my regular stuff. But I look like a rag doll, which is why I don't like that. So it's either this one or this one. Maybe this one. Definitely not this one. I could probably work with this. I know I'm gonna keep this. I don't care because I don't show the helmet, so it don't really matter. Go with that. That's just a matched outfit. And yeah, we're good. Alright. Talk to Varric. Okay. Simple, how do you do?
So Solas told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing...
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. You just need to get it done. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? You risked your neck to bring down an entire slavery ring. Pretty much by yourself.
I had help.
Sure. I got winded about 5 minutes in. You did most of the work. Ticked off a bunch of Minrathous big shots, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solas wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solas in the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
It doesn't matter how I feel about it. We can't stop the gods without what he knows.
And there you go. You don't have to love him to deal with him.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Harding got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
Demeter's crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You took him back to the Veil Jumpers.
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime.
So I'm gonna say this. I love the mentor role that Varric has with us right now.
You can stop fussing over me. Go see what the others are up to.
All right, I love the mentor role Varric has taken in this game. It's like he's still present, but he's not a companion, which I do love. And he is like he's been in what? Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Inquisition. He's had tons of side missions between all of that. Between 2 and Inquisition, he had a crap ton going on from there. Where he also wrote as Viscount. Between Inquisition and now, he had several missions over the years because it's 951 Dragon as of right now. And Inquisition or Trespasser ended in 944 or 945 Dragon. I literally just made a video about timeline stuff. I think it was 944 Dragon or so. I know it's like 944, 945. So he's like for the better part of like 5 to 6 years. I'm sorry, no. From either 5 to 7 years, Varric has been doing I'm mad as crap on this. Hold up. Whatever. Varric has been doing this for a while. I gave up on an idea of what it was. Whatever. I was thinking about something else too. But my point of saying is that it's lots going on. Do I just talk to? Okay, just talk to her. Want to go to the map. Okay, yeah, she has something to say. And you're down there. I should have went to you first. I might go to her first real quick. She's about an Eluvian. No, it's help.
Oh, Rook! Hello! I've never seen an Eluvian like this before. Not intact, anyways. Fascinating.
That's it?
Wait, if the magic is feeding back into itself... This thing's self-stabilizing! Sorry, didn't mean to yell.
Okay, I'm gonna let you do your geeking out. Everybody has something to geek out over. I geek out over anime and Dragon Age. You geek out about ancient elven technology. One of these things is cooler than the other. Wait, no, not. Wait, hold on, what the hell? I'm good. I don't want the. I am literally called Crimson Wolf. And again, if I have to explain this, my name is not Crimson Wolf because of Ben Harrell. It's really not. I chose the name Crimson Wolf because I really do like the color red a lot, and I love wolves. It just so happens that my name literally, a wolf, has become a center point of Dragon Age for the last 2 games, which is funny.
Toldar, it's a tunnel. Vaden Gar, Velos Atreidum. But Velos Atreidum is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal. I remember. After you touched the dagger, the prayer, the proclamation, It's a Tunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
Harding? Are you in there?
I'm sorry, what?
What does Isatunal actually mean?
Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means, I am here. But no, not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time. All spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
What's important is that you're happy.
Happy? Happy's not it. Whole. Right, maybe. I'm certain Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, what else did we forget?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer. Thanks for letting me babble, by the way.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for.
I just had a thought. If the Evanurists aren't going to the elves to recruit them as followers, and it's the implication from what Veilguard did in that cutscene after Harding awakened her little thing with the Titan. Are the Evanurists going to use the Blight to corrupt the dwarves and recruit them? Because that would be horrible. There's only 2 Dwarven Empires left, and that's Ozamar and Kalsharok. I think that's the only 2, and that one is Nirman Rathis. Ooh, I don't like that thought. Dwarves might get hurt. Alright, so let's talk to Neve and see if we can help recruit.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here, but you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Bellara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin, their most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
Working with a feared mage killer doesn't bother you?
If he doesn't have a contract out on me, it's not a problem.
Well, I'm sold. Now we charm the crows.
Fingers crossed. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years, but the crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
This is great. Thanks, Nev.
It's what I'm here for.
You said the crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic. And who fights the worst of it?
The Shadow Dragons. Good idea. Resist the gods with our own resistance group.
If the gods enter the empire, our contacts back home might get something.
Years with the Shadow Dragons, and this is the first time we've worked together.
Directly. I gather information for the Shadows. You might have used one of my leads. And I've heard of you.
I bet everyone heard about the Nessus job.
You were right to avoid Minrathous after. More than one Magister wanted your head. It was good work, though. And we've got more ahead.
We trained to be the best at countering evil magic. Time to prove it.
Were you missing a challenge?
So we talked to the crows in Antiva and the shadow dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Bellara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Okay. I'm already about 30 minutes into this recording and I haven't done anything besides talk to the companions, which is fine. Smoke already case. Quest acquired. Let's see. Into the crossroads. Let me see if I can actually open it from here. Alright, so these are story quests and these are... Wait, hold up. What? These are all story. Oh, these are completed. Okay, I see. Only thing I have is story ones. First we gotta do the crossroads. Then you have to do Treviso, and then go over to Docktown. Okay. I was wondering what that little emblem right there was in this one, but that's the table that's on the map. So we gotta get the crossroads. Then we can do these other two. Alright, I'm trying to think that I want to do the recording and make this one a little longer. I might do this a little longer just so I can fill out something with everything. So, yeah, let's talk to Bellara. I'm assuming she's gonna have the thing finished by now.
Almost there. I just have to. Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I've got it. Mostly. Mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Eluvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us, freedom of ways. I wonder...
Maybe Morrigan got this one wrong? Or misspoke?
Morgan can be a little inscrutable sometimes, but she chooses her words very carefully.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Eluvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solas. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Who are you? And how did you get here?
The Wolf's Fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more... sad.
We have no idea what or who they are, so let's be careful. We need to be ready for anything.
And we still don't know what this Eluvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Okay, so I'm going to actually end the video here, and that way I can make the next video all action-packed. That way if I run into anything, that way I won't have to cut or do something weird or make the video longer if I run into anything going through this new chapter. So I'm going to cut the video here. Thank you all very much for watching. Like, share, comment, all that good stuff, and let me know what you think of Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Later, Wolfpack.